There we go, that's better, Stephanie. Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of the official DOIJ podcast. Today we are joined somewhat by the lovely Stephanie Plays Vlogs, our lovely co-host. We're also joined by two DOIJ board of directors, Chris Gamer and Mr. Wild Seeker. I think one of them, or both of them are currently AFK. I'm not entirely sure on that. We'll see.
Yeah.
No, just one. Okay, cool. As you can see, we are in GTA, which actually I forgot to do something. So let me just turn over here real quick. I will be checking your comments in a minute. Hopefully today I can actually click on the correct video link and not the one from the previous stream. So,
I have a notification.
Alright, now we'll try.
There we go.
Was there something you wanted?
Right there. Yes, Tom, or whatever your name is. I totally forgot your name, so I don't care. I'm a millionaire. You're not, so. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually make this. That's weird.
Of course.
Alright, one second as I try. Hey, Extratic. Thank you for coming back. Okay, as per the copyrighted, the non-copyrighted music, I currently cannot do that, because I do not have my Amazon Echo set up. Which I gotta find it. Learn it's a mess, but you didn't hear that from me. Because if I were to play it on my computer, first off, if I were to do it on my phone, no one would hear it but me. Actually, no, wait. Yes, you will be able to hear it. I'm sorry, I am dumb. I am an idiot. Stephanie and everybody else in the studio would not be able to hear it, but you all certainly, hopefully, would. So let me go ahead and just find that.
Yep.
Real quick. Get audio in, change. And Stephanie, would you mind posting that, or whoever's in here, if you have not? Oh my gosh!
I'm doing
it. Okay, awesome! Wow, thanks. You were just ahead of things. You were just on top of things. You were just bang, bang, boom, whatever that's supposed to mean. Whatever bing, bang, boom means, that's what you are, Stephanie. Bing, bang, boom.
I don't have a YouTuber role name server, so I can't post it in the Xbox server. Crybase.
Alright, so I have questions for you guys.
Yo, it's a subject.
Alright.
So,
Are these questions we need to be nervous about? But before you ask them, are these questions we need to be nervous about?
no, it's nothing you need to be nervous about, but I'm just curious to see what everybody who's in this chat right now, I'm curious to see what your responses are.
Alright.
So, in the future, do you see DOIJ expanding into other games, and if so, what other games? Like, for example, could you possibly see in the future DOIJ expanding into games like Ark Survival Evolved, or, you know, any other kinds of games?
Okay, now, before we answer that, are we including future games of the Grand Theft Auto franchise, or is that excluded from our answers?
Sure. Well, let's say within the near future. So the next Grand Theft Auto game has not yet been announced or released. So let's say within the near future, what other games do you see DOIJ expanding into? I know that the Minecraft server was mentioned for PC, but could you see a Xbox version of that, or a PlayStation version of that popping up? Would you guys see that happening?
Yeah, probably. And Extratic, we actually already have a Red Dead server. Obviously not for PC, because I don't think they've brought the game out to PC yet, oddly enough. Fortnite,
yeah.
I don't know if Fortnite would be.
I hope not a Fortnite.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I don't see them going to Fortnite. I really don't. I can see them in Fortnite. Everybody's saying Fortnite. World War II, 12th SS Panzer Division reenacting says Fortnite. Not sure. I've never heard of that game, but yeah, if we could do big community cluster. Yeah, I do see it possible. I cannot name any games right now. Now, if you had asked this a month ago, I would have thrown out a game that I guarantee we would have gone into, but sadly that game is no longer gonna come into existence, at least not in the near future. But which sucks because it was on an amazing development path, and they were just doing incredible with it. But anyway,
are you talking?
Yeah,
Police 13.
Yeah, I'm talking about Police 13. Yeah, that doesn't, and they make great progress on that because it irritates me.
Yeah, I followed it for a while, a couple months ago, but then I just noticed what type of path it was on, and I was like, okay, this would be a nice game, but I'll believe it when I see it. That's one of those things. But specifically, could you guys see DOIJ moving into ARC, expanding into ARC, like opening ARC servers and expanding there?
I could. I mean, maybe I'm not like eventually. I mean, yeah, I see that as a possibility. Dash, if you're here, what's your opinion on it?
I say possible DayZ server since they released that game now onto PS4.
Yeah,
it's buggy, but we could probably.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. Ugh. Hey, job.
I could possibly see us expanding into ARC, hopefully within the near future. I hope to see an ARC server pop up. That would be amazing, and I would love to be involved with that. Another thing was the, like you said, a DayZ server. I think that would be really interesting, and it would be. But this is more leaning towards the PC side of things. But what I would also think would be interesting is if we started up our own. If we started like I know we already have 5M, but another thing we could expand into is a like Arma 3 RP server.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be
cool.
It's funny that you bring that up. Were you checking the YouTube chat?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, someone
I'm
actually just said Arma 3. So like before you said it. So I'm glad you two are on the same page there.
But I would love to see Arma 3, but honestly what I'm kind of pushing for right now would be an ARC server. I think that would be really interesting. It would help expand DOIJ's exposure, because I don't know if you guys have ever played ARC, but I used to be an absolute fanatic about that game. I used to be so the fan base there is so strong. If you get on a good server with good people, oh my god, that server can be amazing. That's why I would love to see ARC servers pop up for DOIJ. Another good thing about ARC is their servers are cross-play, like cross-platform. So I don't think it's all the way from Xbox to PC, but I don't know. I mean Xbox to PlayStation 4, but I know for a fact that Xbox players can play with PC players, and PC players can play with Xbox. I don't know if it's extended to the PlayStation 4 side of things, but I would really love to see an ARC server pop up, just because there's a few people who don't have Xboxes, but they have PCs, and they can play on there. And there's a few people that have Xboxes, but can't afford a PC. And I would love to see the two groups of people start interacting with each other more.
Yeah, I played ARC a long time ago. Feels like a long time ago. At least a year ago, I think. And it's a great game. I just kind of lost interest in it though. But yeah, I think ARC would be a fantastic RP server. I mean, especially now that I hear they're actually bringing out more stuff you can, maybe it's already out, so you can build better stuff with, like build buildings and stuff a lot easier.
Yeah, you can. I haven't played here recently because the server that I was on, it was a really good server, but it just not enough people were on it and regularly, so that server had to be shut down. But like I said, there's so many people in DOIJ, and there's so many people in DOIJ who actually have or have played Ark in the past that I think it would be really interesting to at least give it a shot. I wouldn't hurt to give it a shot, because I would really absolutely love to see a Ark server or an Ark cluster of servers for DOIJ that is, flourishing, because I really think this community could do really well with a Ark server. I mean, this is a really nice community. Yeah, we have our negative sides. Yeah, we have our issues, but for the most part, it's a pretty good community. Everybody, for the most part, gets along. There is a few arguments here and there, but for the most part, I think
every community has arguments. I mean, that's not everybody 100% of the time, but as communities go, I mean, because like I say, and it's true, I've been in over 100 PS4 RP servers, and the majority of them, there were pretty much constant arguments between people. Sometimes it was just staff and non-staff members, sometimes it was just non-staff and non-staff. I mean, it was not all of them, granted, but there was quite a few. So,
and
it really shows how well we get along.
Yeah, and in such a large community, considering how many members we have, I think we actually do quite well with not arguing and not having as many arguments as there could be. But yeah, another question. Would you guys, or could you guys see DOIJ in the future start spreading out into more competitive games, i.e. Fortnite, Siege, Blackout, PUBG, anything like that?
I honestly don't know. That's a bit of a tricky question.
Or at least starting up, maybe not like having our own, maybe not starting a team called DOIJ, obviously, but could you see the founders and owners start creating competitive teams, like coming up with like that? I think it would be pretty interesting.
I mean, I could see it if cause I think we do actually have a gaming server. I actually haven't even looked at that in quite a while.
But that is dead.
Yeah. So it is pretty dead right now at the moment. I say at the moment because it could perk up and it could pop up and then be massive. But I mean, I could see them opening up more servers if enough people requested it. Like a few hundred maybe would be like, hey, why don't we start up this kind of server? Because the more servers they add to run, the more servers they have to run or find something to run, and then just more.
Yeah, there are some people. There's a lot of people in this community. I'm sure there are some really amazing and really skilled players in this community currently, and I just think it would be interesting if we at least looked into creating a competitive team, or at least held a tournament within DOIJ to on different games like Fortnite or Siege. I think it'd be really interesting.
I think we should do it on Siege.
I actually almost joined one of the professional Siege teams.
Yeah, that would be.
I actually got an offer a few years back to join. This is back when I played Siege all day, every day. I got an offer. Me and a group of friends got an offer to join. It was like Sisu or Penta. I can't remember exactly which one it was because it was a while back. But
that's really cool. But yeah, I would really like to see some sort of on Siege. Very obviously, you could do tournaments within that, teams against teams. But in Fortnite, we could do it like Monday Fortnite style, where we have duos or squads go, and whoever has the most kills, or whoever performs better, proceeds in the tournament until we have our final squad or our final duo or our final soloist. I think that'd be really interesting to see. Maybe not quite a competitive team, but just some just some sort of community like DOIJ wide event, something like that. I think it'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I think I could see that in Siege, because Siege is very competitive. Actually, I played, before I joined DOIJ, I played competitive every week. I was 2 times Benelux champion with my team. I can definitely, if we mention it to one of the owners or founders, chances are not high that they're actually going to do something with it, but if they do something with it, I can see a lot of people in this community also heading over there. But I don't know what the owners will think, because they're probably going to say that it's going to drop down roleplay activity, but I'm not sure about that. I think if you have 1,000 members, that should not affect roleplay activity.
No, and like I said earlier, I would really love to see DOIJ start to expand into other games and other things that would just, I believe it would really help get our name out there, and it would help the community overall. Like I said, spreading off into other games just in general, like if we were to open up a Minecraft server for PC, Minecraft server for PlayStation 4, Minecraft server for Xbox One, obviously that right there is going to expand our the amount of players that we can reach already quite a bit, because Minecraft's a pretty popular game, so they're going to hear DOIJ, a lot more people are going to hear about the Minecraft DOIJ server, and if there are people that from the outside that like it, and they're going to look into other DOIJ servers, and they're going to see how many different games we're on, and possibly bring some friends over. And I would really like to see that, because I believe ARC could be a really good. I keep going back to ARC because I really, really want an ARC server for DOIJ, but
I would never have guessed that. I mean, I thought you were mentioning ARC because you absolutely despise the game, though. But I think it would be great if we expanded. And I'm sure DOIJ will expand into other games. It's just gonna be a slow process. Because I mean, if we do expand in other games, we'll probably do one game at a time. Wait till we get a few hundred member base. Make sure that server's stabilized before we start another, because we don't want to start 6 and then all 6 of them be failures, because we can't focus on all of them at once.
Yeah, and I 100% understand and agree with you there. I believe if we do it too quickly, it could really hurt the community, but I believe that at the same time, I would really like to see some expansion within DOIJ, because right now it seems like DOIJ's main focus is GTA 5, and that's perfectly fine. The Xbox, I think the PlayStation 4 server is being run really well. The Xbox One server is being run really well, and that they're just trying to they're just starting to prop the 5M server up and starting to get that going. But I think it won't take very long for the 5M server to really get going. Once that really gets going, I would really like to consider, at least look into expanding DOIJ into other games, because I'll be honest, GTA 5 has been out since 2013, something like that.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm getting tired of GTA 5, and I'm glad that they have expanded off into Red Dead, and that is amazing to hear. And as head of the Red Dead server for Xbox One, I can say with what we have so far in Red Dead, like what Rockstar has given us, the servers are doing moderately well, but at the same time, Rockstar hasn't given us a whole lot to work with, because I don't know if you guys know, but invite-only sessions aren't up and going yet on Red Dead. So
that's honestly why I don't play Red Dead online. That's why I don't, because it takes up so much space, and I only play on. I mean, don't get me wrong. What I do love, one thing that I love about Red Dead 2 is the fact that you don't have to play online to have fun after the story ends. There's so much to do after the story ends, unlike GTA 5 anyway. That there's an endless amount, so you can just sit in story mode for hours. I know I have when I'm in to get online and do some stuff. I just sit there for hours and just do the countless stuff. I'm not even gonna start to count it all off, but but I would play it more if I could go to an invite only. So I mean, I accidentally left the Red Dead 2 server a month or so ago when I meant to leave the YouTube server I'd created. I haven't joined back because it's pointless right now because, and it's not our fault that it's not growing. It's just the fact that they don't have invite only. And I remember the one time we tried to RP. We were actually just starting RP, we were starting to have fun, and then somebody started trying to kill us all, so we chased them down the map for like an hour and a half.
I'm not in it anymore, but I did, one of my staff members is actually, he's got a PlayStation 4 and he's got Red Dead, and so he's in the server over there, and, he's telling me how, the PlayStation 4 server is just flatlining. It's just done. It's pretty flatlined out. And, at least over on the Xbox server, I can say we attempt to host sessions daily. We might not get it every day, but we try to host them every day. And usually it's like every other day, every third day, which really isn't good. We need to get those numbers up. But considering what we have from Rockstar, we have really fun time in roleplay. Yeah, there's some arguments here and there. Yeah, there's some issues here and there. But that's just role-playing in public sessions, because right now, we've had it where we start role-playing, we start having fun, and then random people show up and start killing us, so we have to move the AOP. But honestly, for the people that are listening, I would highly recommend at least giving Red Dead RP a shot, because it's actually quite fun. There's a lot of people that say it's boring, but honestly, from my experience, it's been really fun. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. And and even if you don't play an RP until the invite only lobbies come out, because I'm sure they're gonna bring them out, because a lot of people have said, like a lot of the fan base has said, that's how they're going to increase the numbers, and eventually Rockstar will see that, like they did with GTA Online, and then they will add the invite only. And once that happens, then RPs will be going on probably on a daily basis. I know I'll be doing probably a ton of videos, with Red Dead RP, and it will be a lot more fun. So I would just join, even if you're just gonna wait for the invite only lobbies to come out, because once the invite only lobbies come out, Red Dead 2 RPs are going to be a lot more frequently, and then we have a lot more fun.
Blow up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's going to blow up. It's a good phrasing. Thank you. You just saved everybody from an hour and a half of you trying to figure out how to say that. But yeah, so, it may seem like it's dead now, and y'all may be thinking it's dead, it's never going to pop up. That's only because there's no invite only. Once invite only is get in the factor, then it's going to be like it's going to be like the GTA main servers for Xbox and PS4. Because PS4 we have over 1,000 members in PS4 main. Xbox, I think y'all are nearing 900, I believe.
900. Yeah, I can check.
Let's check real quick. Yeah, it looks like we're pushing about we're just under 900. We're at 886. Yeah.
I wanna if we can touch back on like DOIJ multiple games, like for example, I think if we take initiative, or if people are like, because Siege, for example, Rainbow Six Siege, it's not free like Fortnite, so, but it like the price of the game has dropped massively since release, and the community is still growing every day, and new updates are super frequently. I mean, if you want to expand into different games, I think that Siege is one of your best bets. Also, because for a lot of cops in DOIJ, they also play Siege. It's not mainly the cops that play a lot of Siege. for example, the SWAT commander. You can kind of compare it, but, for example, if you want to play Siege to a state where you can make, an official DOIJ team or something like that, I think that's pretty possible. I think that if we do that DOIJ could be very known if it comes to PlayStation and Xbox, and that you can make your own community where you can meet new Siege players. There's different ranks and different staff.
Yeah, and
I think that's actually I'm sorry, not trying to cut you off, but I think that could have a lot of potential if you make a little test server and you show that to one of the owners or founders.
That's
really
kind of what we did with the server originally. Before Crazy Ozzy left, we made this podcast server, then he pitched it, Colin, and here we are.
Honestly, that's what I was kind of hoping for, expanding into not just Siege, but any other game. For example, the Minecraft server, the Ark server, we could start up servers there. Get going, build some momentum there with the members that we already currently have, and then people that play Ark or Minecraft, we could advertise to those people, hey, we have a Minecraft server, hey, we have an Ark server, why don't you come and consider joining? They'll join, they'll see if they like it, they'll be like, wow, I really like how the servers ran, let me look into the other DOIJ servers, and that could build some momentum there. And I personally would think that would be amazing if we could expand out into other games, because currently, like I said earlier, GTA 5 has been out since 2013. I know there's still a lot of people that play it, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that are just bored of the game.
Yeah, there's don't that they're I'm bored. There's no way I get that. And honestly, I won't be playing GTA right now if it weren't for RP. So if you are one of those people that are bored with the game, get into RP. I mean, get into GTA roleplay. If you get in the right community, which I recommend DOIJ, not only because I'm from DOIJ, but like I said earlier, on PS4, I've been in literally over 100 RP servers, and DOIJ is the best. I'm not just saying that because I'm in DOIJ. I would tell you that even if I wasn't in DOIJ, it is the best RP server that I have been in. And it's run well. The staff actually care. There's actually a punishment system, so it keeps people in check. Which it's just amazing. I feel on and on and on, but I'm gonna try not to, because when I talk, I know y'all are getting tortured. Y'all wanna pull your ears off. But yeah, I mean, get into it because it will revitalize the game for you. At the very least, it'll revitalize it a little bit, and you'll start having fun with it again. So.
I mean.
Yeah, I think
PS4 in it. Animals Department, which is not, it's been in 3 months. And rank 5, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable and it's the most fun shit I can think of.
Yeah,
I mean, Two Kings. I used to call Two Kings every time he'd pull me over. Hi, favorite capo. It was just funny. I used to just run on foot. I still remember the first 1080 I did. That shit was fun. It's the first time in your 1080s. Oh my god.
Yeah, especially if you're looking to join a good community. And DOJ people are pretty friendly. Until the point you get stressed. I'm joking, chill. But, Stephanie still got to give her money and stuff back, but...
I'm working. I gave you pretty much all your money back. I need the money for a house.
I need 150k back. No, we're not doing this. I need my money back. But anyway, especially, there is this one other community, though, that's rapidly growing, that's, stronger than I expected it to be. There's kind of a DOIJ copycat, basically, but... They also have full sessions, but I don't know. I think that you should choose DOJ because of its experience, and
And
I mean,
situations
some
like
of the
situations like this is why I think if DOIJ really wants to be in it for the long haul, it's necessary to expand the community into different areas. Like instead of just staying on one game, we need to be looking for ways to expand, because eventually, if we do not, somebody's going to come around and, somebody who knows and sees how we are running it is going to come around and do the exact same thing we're doing, and then it's going to be a struggle between the two communities, and that's why I think it's vital for DOIJ to expand, because while we have a really good staff team, the staff team really cares, and the systems we have in place work really well. The owners are actually really nice people whenever you're on their good side, and like I said, you're on their
tour side, you get to role play with Colin. That's like the fun. Colin's interesting stuff. You get to play RP like people like Bob Marley, sometimes easy, but it's so much fun. You get to, like.
I haven't personally got to talk about it, but.
I DM Bob because of subdivisions for the Farnia apartment. Just chill.
Yeah, I haven't.
One of my.
Yeah, I haven't really got to talk to Colin a whole lot, but that's probably because he's more on the PS4 side of things. I don't have a PS4, I have an Xbox, so I really haven't been able to interact with him a whole lot, but I have got to interact with people like Neverclear, the head board of directors for Xbox. I've got to communicate with him a lot, and I've got to talk to him a lot. I've got to know him. And
relationships build.
Oh yeah, I've got to talk to Uzi a few times. Uzi's a pretty cool guy. He definitely has a rougher side, but that's only if you're doing something you're supposed to. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I sat down and talked to Uzi a couple of times. That shit was fun. Just still chilling out and stuff like last night. He was in our podcast last night. He's sat and talked in the PS4 main a couple of times last night. He's talked a couple of times in the PS4 main, just sat in general, and everyone was flooded in and be like, ooh, owner in general. Everyone was flooded in.
Yeah, that's true. They see me in general, they tend to leave, and they see owners, and they're like, hey, come! Of course, again, they see everybody else, and they come in the chat, and they didn't even join.
Mm-hmm.
But,
they're gonna see the staff members like, ooh, join.
Yeah.
And that's why I love my office, is where I can, sit in it for hours when I just, with the hog in the bot.
Yeah.
That's something we definitely need in the PS4 main, is more music bots.
Yeah. I don't use MusicBot, but, I definitely see people trying to use it constantly.
There's always ends up a debate between myself and some moderators and some department heads for LEO.
Yeah, I know that one night in the Xbox main server, literally almost the entire staff team was in the general chat. There was a few people who weren't a part of staff, but I think that one night it was the head of businesses over there. He was playing music, just a playlist through the microphone, and I think that was the most fun I've had. Just chilling. There's so many people just in there chilling, relaxing, listening to music. It wasn't the music bot either. It was actual, playlist.
Just so chilled. I've sat in the music chat, the Xbox server, a couple of, and some of the stuff they play is questionable, but it's not as questionable as what I play.
Like Baby Shark?
Honestly, it's like hanging out with people and hearing some music, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of different people on the server. There's a lot of different tastes of music, so we get to experience, new kinds of music, and me personally, I'm just a music guy. So I love hearing new music. We do have a question from Drifter 176. Says, what is your favorite scene you've been on?
I can't one of them.
That's a good one.
That was hard. That's hard for me because I've done so many good scenes with Barney, MS, Civilian, and Leo. Go for it, Kings.
When I was like a sergeant, there is this one BOD in PS4 who's like the best role player out there, basically. If it comes to not role playing with no, like, if it comes to role playing with no guns, he is. His name is Gonzo. Like,
Gonzo is brilliant in RP.
Yeah,
he's my favorite.
He made this riddle for cops, and he does this every time, like once in a while. And now I'm part of the scene as well. Like, I play in it, but I cannot spoil the entire thing. But it's basically you find him, with only wearing underwear, handcuffed to a briefcase in a car, crashed.
God. Yes, I've done that one. I've actually, I can't remember where I was going, but I just saw this guy standing on the side of the road wearing nothing but boxers, and I was like, the hell, this guy okay? Like, what? Like,
but he posted an in-game chat. He said, like, Twatter, people on social media keep on placing pictures of a guy wearing underwear being laying down on the floor on the Road 68. So I went there, picked him up, like, yo, what's going on? There was this briefcase he had, and it was all so well thought out, and he had like a little bit of blood, like from it looked like from a syringe and all that. Ended up, you had to crack the code for the briefcase, which was his SIF number at the time. So you had to guess a 2 number, and I guessed the SIF number, so I went through with that. And you get all these papers, and then some other riddle with. And then you get this then you get this other riddle, like the blood smells like wine or something like that. But it's made of seeds, or I don't know, something like that. It was a really weird riddle. And then you have to like think about like, what is wine made of? So grapes, and then you have seeds. So I went to grape seed. On the way there, you find this little sign with the white whale in an iron cage. So I thought, well, that should be a big plane in the hangar. So I went there. It was a white Rumbo custom. And then in there's a dead body, and then like you get the entire truth. And there's this IAA laptop with all the special information. And the guy, like he washed his memory out with a serum or something. It was really cool. Yeah, it was so creative.
Yeah. I remember doing
I'd have to say
that was actually what I was going to say was my favorite scene. So now I got to think of another one. Now I got to pick another one. Damn it! All right, that'll take me a week to pick another one.
My favorite.
You go first.
Yeah. Well. My favorite scene that I've been on was in the Red Dead server. We had a murder mystery like that. That was really good. We ended up having to go to, I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but one house on top of a mountain near that burnt down village near Valentine. And it was actually really well. We went up there, and there was like a few gang members there that they had set up an ambush for the cops. It was really good, and it was a really fun. It did lead up to a shootout, and it was actually a really good and fun, interesting shootout. I just like scenes like the murder and mystery ones. You know, that people actually put their time and effort into. I really like that.
Awesome. I honestly can't wait till, like I said earlier, I cannot wait until Rockstar releases invite onlys, because I can't wait to do RDR, RP videos. That'll be amazing. Even some streams, even maybe videos, because traveling's gonna take a long time. But I have some stuff planned, but I just, I don't really deal with open sessions, with open lobbies. It's just not me, because I just get irritated. It's like, why can't you just do your own thing? Like, I remember many times I would be out and fishing, and it's back when, they opened up the lobbies, back when it, started. And, I remember I'd just be fishing, and someone would just come and shoot me in the back of the head. Like, I'm just fishing. Like, what did I do to you? But,
we got another question here from Drifter King 176. What will happen when GTA 6 comes out for DOIJ?
Oh, we will just all switch to that game probably, or stay with GTA 5. It's one of the two. It's up to the owner and founders.
I'll just stick with GTA 5.
Personally, we'll probably be sticking to GTA 5 for a little while until GTA 6 is released and comes out with a few updates, because as we know, sometimes when Rockstar releases games, at first, the online aspect, at least, isn't always the best.
9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times,
It's not always the best.
Yeah.
Probably end up sticking to GTA 5 for a while.
Yeah, that's actually kind of happening, is even when, GTA 6 comes out, we have the GTA 6 server, we're probably going to be doing with both until we move everybody over to GTA 6, or some people might even stick with GTA 5. We might even have GTA 5 up and running, obviously we'll still have GTA 6, but, up and running until they shut down the GTA 5 servers. So, I mean, we could be having GTA 5 RP going on to like 2038, Because Lord only knows when they shut the servers down, so, it
guys,
but the great thing is about this server is that it's not a game specific. It's a podcast server, so this server will never die. As long as y'all are always listening in, as long as podcasts are going down, this server is going to be here, and podcasts are going to happen. So as long as y'all watch or listen, watching is not necessarily a necessity. Listening is. Then podcasts will happen. The server will be here. So.
All right, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna take a shower. I just came back from the beach, so.
Fun.
I'm not.
Thank you, Kings, for joining.
What?
Good, appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still on holiday, so you know what?
Yeah. So definitely awesome.
Yeah. So I catch y'all later. It was great talking to y'all.
That's another good one from Drifter King. What was your first relationship like?
Ooh, getting personal.
Yeah. Well, my first one was high school.
Just random. That ain't just random. Like, he might as well tag you, Stephanie. I mean, let's face it.
What type of relationship does he mean, though? Like, talking about, like, a little,
like
high school
or friendship, or
is he talking about more of like your first real relationship? Because let's be honest, when we were like second, we all had our little crushes. But
fun fact that nobody knows: I used to have a crush on Cinderella.
Well, that's interesting.
I think my weirdest first crush. Alright. My first crush, oh my god.
I've already answered that one, apparently.
It was high school, first year. Before all the shit started, I found this boy very, very, cute. By the end of the day, we were a thing. I sat next to a math class, and then, I kind of went from there.
Yeah. My, first crush, I was, like, in first grade. I just remember that, and it's, like, some girl in front of me. That's all I can really remember. But, that was, like, my first crush. His name was Alyssa, yeah. Sat like in
I had way too many crushes and shit.
Yeah. It really depends. Says your first relationship, like that could be many different, relationship,
long distance.
Yeah, first relationship I made in DOIJ, like who I first became friends with and stuff like that. It could mean that,
There's so much. I think the first friend I made in DOIJ was that guy Nick, because he kidnapped me and then paid me 10k for feeling bad. It was the first day in session, and
my first friendship I had, the first friendship I had with somebody in DOIJ was not Vex. I actually met him, it's been a little over a year now. I met him a while ago. Me and him were really good pals, playing games together. Me and him were in past communities together. That's how I met him, actually, through past communities. We became really close, and then communities fell apart. We stopped talking for a little bit, and then another person that I knew from an old community, Pat Dog, he's actually the chief of LSPD for Xbox. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm in this community. Would you consider joining?" I was like, "Yeah, I might think about it." And then he told me, my friend Vex, not Vex at the time, I think his name was still like Vexani Gaming, I think. And so I decided to join because I had a few people I already knew in there. And then they introduced me to their friends, and it just continued to build.
Yeah, there's so many. And then my civ trainer that did my civ training were Hispanic. He and I at Mount Chiliad on my first day in session after being kidnapped, and we drove up Mount Chiliad. We drove off the top. We went flying down the mountain. So much fun. And then I got striked later that night.
Oh, God, that's great.
I got striked that night.
Well, we got another question here. Got another question here from Drifter King. It says, "What was your first driving experience like IRL?" My first driving experience, my mom said I could back her truck up to. We just at the time there was like this dumpster at the end of our road because I live out in the country, kind of on a gravel road. I remember backing up, throwing the trash in there, starting to drive away again. Then I had to back up into this driveway before I could, go back to my house. And I remember backing up into this driveway, kind of cockeyed on this driveway, and I just heard something. What the hell is that noise? So I stopped, got out, looked. It turns out like those small little, beige-ish colored telephone or internet boxes. Turns out there was one right behind me I didn't see, backed almost completely over it. And I was like, oh my God, my mom's going to kill me.
Yeah.
My first driving experience was after I turned 18, I started paying parents started paying for driving lessons. I got in a Golf, went up to a small area, and I just started driving around there. It's like, oh my God, I can actually drive a car. I was like, oh my God, I can actually drive.
Oh.
And I just continued.
Yeah. Zach, what's your first time driving?
Well, do golf carts count? Because I've never actually driven like an actual car.
What? Zach has never driven an actual car?
No, I've driven a golf cart.
Wow.
And I almost shit myself when my sister drove the golf cart.
Oh my God.
I did a 1080 on a golf cart.
I rolled and flipped a golf cart with my friend IRL. We were driving, we were drifting it, went up on two wheels, rolled. I got thrown out of it. I was fine because I got thrown out of it before we rolled and flipped too many times. But and I landed in, like, gravel, so, I mean, it didn't hurt me too bad. I just got cut up a little bit. But my friend stayed the entire time I was flipping, and he ended up having to get, like, 82 stitches in his face.
Wow.
Fucking holes.
Yeah.
Some idiot just called me and just said the most.
Funny.
Another question. Worst thing you've ever done but never told your parents?
Oh my god, I can't say that because my parents could hear it.
that is a question that'll remain. How about this? Let's all make this right now. That if this podcast ever gets to 10,000 active viewers in one podcast, we will share that secret. All right. That'll be the secret we share. Not 9,999, but the live view wise must be at a minimum of 10,000.
How many views do you have currently?
Let me look. It says we have about 3. But YouTube may be glitching out, not telling me everything, so. Let me look on my computer. I just noticed that the non-copyrighted music stopped. Which it shows in the Power Hour. Not that that's what it was called.
Alright guys, it's been good. I just realized what time it was. I'm gotta go. I got work tonight. But you guys have a good one.
Alright, thanks. Thanks for joining. Kicking it off with those amazing questions. So.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm not gonna tell my boss embarrassing thing. Have you ever smoked, and how old were you? I smoked when I was 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I don't do it anymore, but I did smoke when I was 12, 13, 14. Just started high school, peer pressure. Don't give in to peer pressure, kids.
Yeah, don't. Most of the time, peer pressure is they want you to do something that's not good for you, so just don't do that.
There's quite a few things that have happened.
Hey, Riganka. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming from the Discord. Not sure which Discord you're coming from, but either one is appreciated.
I posted in every Discord server besides the Xbox and the Minecraft, I think. Have you ever mapped a cop bait or a civ bait in a DOIJ?
Let's face it, we all have at least in our first week. I mean,
a little bit.
Like,
I can't remember.
2 weeks, we've done at least we've at least cop baited, we've at least mapped. I mean, we've all done it. I mean, it's not something we're proud of.
I
don't do it anymore, but it's just that as a new civ, as you're trying to figure out, like you want to get pulled over, you want whatever, you like we all have. I mean, it's something that everybody does at least once. They may never admit it, but I guarantee you, everybody does at least once.
I have an issue just for driving fast. I can't help myself. I have to drive fast.
True. She literally got a car. Yeah, like yesterday during podcast, she was driving around and she got pulled over and she hadn't had the car for 10 minutes.
No, I had the car like a day when I got pulled over.
Okay, a day. Yeah. Still, pretty not driving around for a day, or just had it in Discord for a day?
I've been driving it around for like a couple of days since I got it.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And
honest,
yes, actually, both of us are actually trainers. We're actually both Civ trainers for PS4 in the training server. If you do want to join DOIJ, the link is in the description below. It'll be Stephanie's link, the podcast server link, and then it should be the interview server link. Go ahead and get interviewed, and so you can get trained. Civ level 2 trainings are open for now. I believe they close sometime tomorrow.
I think they close tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, at the time we posted PS2, it was really confusing. I was like, what? Do you think?
They're open till tomorrow.
Yeah, sometime tomorrow. Yeah, confusing time.
Yeah, it's like 10 to 1 in the afternoon tomorrow, my time. It closes again.
Alright, yeah, so that's... And she's in BST, by the way. So...
Do you think Civ should get ranked up more often like me? I mean, Civ rank promotions are down to the head of Civs on each side.
Yeah.
And right now, J Mills is our head of Civs, while we don't have one at the moment. I mean, I got rank 5 in 3 months.
yeah, it's about 4, I think. But then when I started, I didn't really do it with people. When I first started, I was a solo RPer. I did everything by myself. I was just like, you know, I mean, like, I did kind of some stuff, because I didn't want to start just joining, because I didn't know anybody, you know, because when you first join an RP server, you don't know anybody, so you don't want to start chilling in chats, because you don't know if they're going to be hostile or not, like, get the hell out of here, new Civ. So I just, like, wait for stuff to happen. I just wait for, you know, other Civs to approach me. I got a job at Bob's gas station. Or no, it wasn't Bob. I'm sorry, it wasn't Bob. Bob was a friend of, I can't remember who the person is, but Bob's a friend of mine now. That's probably why I first thought of him. But, anyway, he was one of my trainers. I got a job at a gas station where people would come and, you know, interact. So, I mean, you know, it just kind of depends on if you RP by yourself, if you do that, which I still to this day RP more by myself than I do with others, and I'm rank 5. I mean, you'll rank up no matter how you RP, as long as you follow the rules and you do good RP.
Don't get straight.
Yeah, exactly. You'll rank up. It'll happen, my friends. It will happen. Let's just answer a few more of these real quick. We have 3 more minutes before we're out of time. So, as to the one trainings, I will be trying to host one probably tomorrow after the podcast staff meeting, or maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see what time I can tomorrow. So we're doing one PS4 training.
If you can't make tomorrow's podcast, I can do it.
Yeah, no, I can do tomorrow's podcast, definitely. Yeah, I can definitely do tomorrow's podcast without a doubt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so level 1 trainings, they should be able to happen. They should be going on at least once a day, I think. Because they're both for Xbox and PS4, because they're just verbal. When you're in the training server, they go over that. Anyway, V2 trainers, we literally just started doing the V2 trainings in the training server. A little complicated there. But so they will get sorted out, and trainings should be going down more often, hopefully, and more frequently. Hopefully, aside from the level 2 trainings for main PS4 and Xbox main. Drifter, can't join the podcast. Actually, right now, we are currently working on a way, on the most efficient way to let the community, or let you, the community, join in on the podcast. We will discuss that at the meeting that is happening tomorrow. Drifter King, we're going to save that question for the next podcast, then on the next second podcast, or this next podcast. We have a few people in here to answer that. Let me just go and check these. Good thing is when training comes up.
I love people in the DM asking questions about trainers and shit like that.
If you want to know, matter of fact, if you're in the training server right now and you want to, and you know, trainings are always happening at bad times for you, just send me a DM on Discord. My Discord is ZachRider747. My number is 9015. Just go ahead and send me a DM telling me what time it is for you, AM, PM, at the time of you sending that message. Like if it's 1:59 for you at the time you send the message, you would say 1:59 AM or PM. And then that'll help me try and evaluate and start a training where you might be able to attend. So thank you all so much for listening in. If you do have any suggestions for topics, you have any questions, you can go ahead and always join the podcast server. There should be the second link in the description below. So again, it'll be Stephanie Plays Vlogs, who is our wonderful co-host, who has decided to join us today, even though she is busy IRL, so thank you for that. And she joined us last night at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's probably why she was still in bed past noon. Just saying. That's probably why. Go subscribe to her channel. Her channel link should be in the description below. So again, it'll be her channel link. Go subscribe to her. Turn on the notification bell for her. Of course, join the DOIJ podcast server because I should be making an announcement hopefully soon within the hour of for all of you all to vote on another vote. And might be having a choose the game vote every day or every other day. So if you want to help choose what game is being played in the background during the podcast, do join the DOIJ podcast server. And of course, if you want to join DOIJ, we have PS4, Xbox, and PC GTA 5 roleplay. So PC being the 5M. Join the interview server and get interviewed. And so if you do want to join that, again, right now, as PS4 level 2 trainings are closing tomorrow because we're trying to get more cops in. So if you want to get in there a little quicker, try and go cop. If you do go cop, do join LSPD because they do need more members on PS4. And of course, also join Fire EMS. I'm getting there, my friend Stephanie. I'm getting there, Steph. Don't you worry, I'm getting there. You thought I forgot this time. You thought I forgot like last time. You're like, oh god, this asshole forgot again. Better remind these people because I know this boy ain't gonna do it. Go join Fire EMS as well. I believe they do have some active trainings going on at least every once in a while. So we do need more Fire EMS in all servers really. So do join that, and we also have, like I mentioned earlier, we do have a Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay servers for both the Xbox and PS4. So please go do all that. I know that's a lot of links to click on, but go do that, and then don't forget to come back to this channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know next time we go live with the next DOIJ podcast, which will be in 10 hours and 58 minutes from now. Because again, we do podcasts every 12 hours, 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So to all that, stay tuned, stay awesome. Thank you all so much for listening in.